What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense. And before I get started, I want to say, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, make sure you do so. Make sure you also ring the bell for notifications. Icon will open up above the bell. Hit all so you get all content uploaded by me, whether it's a live stream, a regular video, a picture, whatever the case may be. Make sure you like the video, thumbs up, share the video, and be active in the comment section. Comments, questions, concerns, whatever you want to say it. With that being said, this video is going to be about bottle designs of fragrances. Some are going to be weird, some are going to be cool, and what more can I say? So I have a top 10, not in any particular order, just 10 fragrances, bottle designs, and I have 5 honorable mentions here. So let's get started. It's going to be a somewhat long video. Alright, so first honorable mention is from the House of Diesel, and this is one of their most weird bottle designs as far as what I've seen. I know they have the ones that look like the fist or whatever, but this one is Diesel Plus Plus. A great smelling, fresh, great smelling fragrance. Grape, not great. Grape smelling fragrance. It does smell good. I like it. But this bottle design, I guess, is supposed to be in resemblance to a milk carton or bottle or something like that. Pretty good fragrance. Not a bad atomizer. I like it. It's very fresh. It's very clean. Fruity smelling. Very inexpensive also. But that's kind of a weird design they did. Next. This is one of the worst bottle designs I have ever seen. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this out and put it in the top 10, and I'm gonna just do this one. So this one is from the House of Givenchy. I also had Pie, in which I sold that one. I like Pie. It just wasn't, I don't know. I just think I just had it in the collection just because it performed okay. It wasn't the best performing fragrance. It smelled pretty decent, gourmandish, but this is Pie Neo, and this is a kind of weird bottle design, if you can see it. And I had never been a fan of this little thing on the top. You push it down or forward to spray or whatever. It's kind of a weird bottle design, but that's my number 4 weird bottle design. Another weird bottle design, but the fragrance inside is superb. Reminds me of Green Irish Tweed. It is from the House of Armagh, and it is Trace Nuit. And for some people who don't have big hands like I do, this bottle design can be a challenge to spray on. Like, I can hold it with no problem and spray. Nice sprayer, atomizer, smells great. Just a weird design altogether. I like it. It has this pleather wrapping around it. Man, that smells good. But it's just a weird design. That was number 3. Number 2, it's not really that weird, but it's from the House of Bond, and it's their famous star-shaped bottles. Not much to say about Bond. You know about them. And my last honorable mention is from the House of Mugler, and this is Alien Man. And I honestly don't get what this has to do with an alien. I know if you use your imagination, then yeah, you can see this little raised part here. But for the most part, I don't get it. But it is what it is. The juice is not bad, but this is not my favorite at all from the house of Mugler. The atomizer is okay. It's kind of off-putting, something in it, but it's not my thing. I've worn it once, and it just is what it is. But it is a weird bottle design. So, all right, now that that's out of the way, we're gonna jump into the list. At the number 10 spot, I'm gonna go with Spice Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. This is, I guess, supposed to be a grenade, hence the bomb part, Spice Bomb. You pull the pin, throw the grenade. This particular fragrance is not one of my favorites. I've worn this before, as you can see. I have used a little bit of it. I haven't tried the Extreme. I have tried Night Vision, but I like Night Vision because it's sweet. I like sweet fragrances. This one is not one of my favorites. I wish I could get my hands on Extreme, but this is all I have right now. So this is the number 10 spot. Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb for a weird bottle design. Number 9 is actually gonna go to, a lot of people don't like this bottle design. It doesn't bother me as long as the juice inside does what it's supposed to do, and it does. It is from the house of Paco Rabanne. It is Invictus. Looks like a trophy. Some people, like I said, like the bottle design. A lot of people don't. I don't have an issue with it. It sprays okay. It's not a bad scent. Smells great, crowd pleasing, mass appealing. What more can you say? That's at the number 9 spot. At the, one of these probably is going to have to come out because I want to stick this in there. At the number 8 spot, I'm going to go with another one from Paco Rabanne. It's the Gold Bar, 1 million. And if you've seen one, you've seen them all from this line. Privé and I forget the name of the other one. I had it. And Lucky. So this is that infamous Gold Bar. I wasn't a big fan of this particular one, the original 1 million, but it kind of grew on me a little bit. I like it. Atomizer is not the best, but you know, it is what it is. I do have Privé, in which I think Privé is a much better and far superior fragrance than Lucky or the original, but you know, that's just my opinion. But that's the number 8 spot, that Gold Bar, 1 million. Number 7 has to go to, I'm going to go with Sculpture Homme. It's a very weird bottle. Very weird. It almost looks like a wind sail, but it also, I guess, can be a ancient, like some kind of tool or something. I don't know. But it's a pretty nice smelling fragrance. It's not the best in the world. Decent atomizer. Very clean, semi-sweet, fruity type fragrance. I like it. I don't wear it that much. You can see I have worn it, but just a weird bottle design. So that's the number 7 spot. Number 6, I'm going to go with Azzaro Wanted. This is one of the cooler ones. Looks like a revolver barrel. Very nice, mass appealing type fragrance. Oh, that smells so good. I've smelled Wanted by Night, but I don't own it. But this is nice. I like this a lot. And like I said, it's fun. It's a gun barrel. Some people like it. Some people don't. It's just people's personal opinion. At the number 5 spot has to go to Rojas Man, the infamous what some people call butt plug of the fragrance world. I don't mind the bottle design personally. Has nothing to do with anything sexual, but it's all about the juice inside. Gourmandish type fragrance. Atomizer, not bad. Smells good to me. I don't mind. I had this. I actually won the lottery once on a scratch-off ticket. They have this website to where certain tickets you buy, you can enter online on their website into a drawing if you didn't win. And what I did was I was buying a bunch of tickets and I was entering into all these contests online, and I actually won one day. They called me. We was getting the kids ready for school. This was several years back. And getting the kids ready for school. And I got a phone call and they said, hey, Mr. Crook, you won the lottery, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, come on, you know me. Come on, man. Stop bullshitting. Like, this is a joke. It was like, no, Mr. Crook, this is not a joke, whatever, whatever. And I say, well, you know, they were like, where do you want to come to get your winnings? So I said, Savannah is closest. I went to Savannah. They had to do, you know, the process. They had to do taxes and all that stuff. So as they were doing all that, they told me I can go, you know, do whatever and come back. So I went to the mall. I'm walking around and I walked into this perfumery and I'm looking around looking for fragrances. And I actually had just got paid that day. So I had money and I'm ready to just blow it all, my check, because I just won 10 grand. Come on, man. This is actually one of the fragrances that I purchased. It was a bigger bottle than this, but this is one that I purchased, and I actually like it. Now, this fragrance does get a lot of hate in the community, but, you know, people have their preferences, and I don't mind this one, so I'm glad I have it now. But weird bottle design, indeed. Let's see. At the number 4 spot, has to go with this one hands down. And I've seen another reviewer or two talk about this fragrance and show this bottle design. And I actually think it's pretty cool. I wish that this would spray out of the top that's on it, but it's this one. Moschino or Moschino, however you want to say it. Fresh. Looks like a Windex bottle. And that's the top that snaps onto it. Atomizer. Now, this one is a woman's fragrance. I think it's supposed to be unisex, but I think this leans more feminine than masculine. And so be careful when purchasing these from any store. Make sure you can find a men's version if there is one. But this does lean more feminine than masculine. So that's Moschino or Moschino Fresh at the number 4 spot. At the number 3 spot, it has to go to Jean Paul Gaultier, his bottle design. This is in the navy. Now, I did have Le Male, I had Ultra Male, and I actually sold both of those. Ultra Male was a good fragrance. I just wasn't too fond of it. I like sweet fragrances, but it was just something about it that just wasn't for me. And Le Male was just okay. I actually had, and I think I sold it, the Perry Ellis 360 White, which smelled damn similar to Le Male. I need to get 360 White back again, but this is in the navy, and I seen this one in TJ Maxx, and I had to get it. It smells like a better version of Ultra Male to me. Not as syrupy sweet, but it's just right to me. So just the bottle design. It has the anatomy of a body, the torso. But that's Jean Paul Gaultier in the Navy. Weird bottle design. Number 2 has to go to the House of Armaf. Again, they had one that was in the honorable mention section. This one is Ventana, and it has to be the worst bottle design that I have in my personal collection, hands down. And this easily could have been number 1, but like I said, this is in no particular order. I just grabbed whatever and went with it. Horrible bottle design, but this fragrance is a clone or a copy of this particular fragrance, which is Dior Sauvage. And I wasn't willing to spend this type of money to smell clean and fresh like everybody else. Ventana ran me about $20, $25, and I get the same effect that I get from Sauvage, just not as sharp. 8+ hours of longevity out of this projection, about 2 to 2.5 hours off of me anyway. Highly recommend if somebody doesn't want to spend 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 and something dollars for Dior Sauvage, then this is an option. 20 some odd dollars. You just have to deal with this ugly bottle design. But this is Ventana by Armaf. And the number 1 weird design, I'm gonna go with a tie on this one, just for the simple fact that I forgot to put one particular fragrance bottle in here. So I'm gonna do this as a tie for number 1. First, Mercedes-Benz Club. This particular one people don't like. They say it's too strong, it's too citrusy. My personal opinion, I like this a lot. I don't know what this is supposed to resemble. Is it supposed to be a gear shifter, or is it supposed to be like, I don't know, some kind of accessory to the car? I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it is a weird bottle design by Mercedes-Benz. So, and last but not least is one of my, is one of my favorite, absolute top favorite fragrances in my whole entire collection. I don't show it much. It's actually the most expensive fragrance that I own, that I paid for personally. That actually, it wasn't my money that paid for this fragrance. It was somebody else's, but I did purchase it regardless. Albertage Concepts number 1. Great smelling, citrusy type fragrance. Very refined, very well blended. But this bottle design looks like a big piece of granite. It does have, if you can see it, texture to it, and has some kind of medallion inside the cap, if you can see it. Sprays pretty good. Oh yeah. Oil-based fragrance, lasts forever. 10+ hours off of my skin. Easy. But yeah, that's my top 10 weird bottle designs from fragrance companies. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm moving on to the next one. If I can come up with another concept, I need to start getting ready to get out of here. I have an interview. So wish me luck. Here is Oddly to Smelling Great. I'm out. Peace.